Have you ever noticed that as you become more successful, some people stop treating you the way they used to? They smile, but the smile feels a little forced. They congratulate you, but there's a subtle unease behind their words. Without even realizing it, you may have become the object of someone's envy. Envy is a feeling that's often hidden. No one says, "I'm jealous of your success," but it shows itself in actions, glances, and words. Sometimes, instead of being happy for your achievements, someone may try to downplay them. They may act like a friend, but secretly look at you with envy. Yes, this is something many of us experience but can't quite name. If you've recently had progress in your life, like a new job, relationship, achievement, or even just a happy phase, remember, not everyone is happy for you. Some are quietly envious. In this video, we'll talk about 11 signs that someone may secretly be jealous of you. If any of these feelings sound familiar, then you're in the right place. Let's take a closer look at who might be silently watching you and struggling to digest your success. The first sign of hidden envy is hearing two-faced compliments like, "You've done an amazing job, great result. I honestly didn't expect that from you." At first glance, these compliments may seem normal, even sweet, but in truth, they're a more subtle and soft form of envy. Sometimes people compliment you with a hint of surprise or jealousy in their tone. For example, saying, "I didn't expect that from you," often reflects surprise or even shock. While it may sound like praise, it's not always meant as a genuine compliment. Instead, it may be a subtle way of minimizing your success by comparing it to others. If someone constantly gives you these kinds of compliments like, "Honestly, I didn't expect such a good result from you," or "You actually pulled it off. I never thought you would," these aren't really compliments. They could be a form of passive-aggressive reaction. It means that person either doesn't understand how you achieved your success or simply can't accept it. Of course, not everyone expresses jealousy openly, but two-faced compliments can be a way to mask it. In many cases, this type of reaction is a way to belittle your accomplishments and deny your abilities or potential. In other words, instead of uplifting you, they're basically saying, "You were capable of this, really? Let's go even further." Sometimes these kinds of compliments serve to positively downplay your achievements in front of others. For example, when you get a new job or achieve an unexpected success, some people don't truly congratulate you. Instead, they react with subtle surprise. They do this deliberately because deep down, they don't want to relate your success to themselves, since they haven't achieved that level yet, or don't want to push themselves to your level. They use this kind of reaction to balance out your next success. So pay close attention to these types of compliments. If someone tries to subtly diminish your achievements, or you sense surprise in their tone when they praise you, this could actually be a sign of discomfort or envy toward your success. Genuine congratulations never come with phrases like, "I didn't expect that from you." The second sign is when people try to minimize your accomplishments. The moment you succeed, some might say, "You just got lucky." This sentence may sound neutral and harmless at first, but it often hides a subtle form of jealousy. They're not really praising you by attributing your success to luck. They're erasing all the hard work, sleepless nights, and effort you've put in. This kind of language is often used as a way to downplay your value and make themselves feel better. But you know this success didn't come easily. You've probably faced more struggle than most people can see. Setbacks, failures, criticism, self-doubt. Yet you didn't give up. You kept going. And now that you've finally achieved something, someone comes along and says, "It was just luck." People who say your success was just luck are often trying to hide the fact that they never even tried, never took risks, and never worked on themselves. Because if they admit that your success came from hard work, they'd have to confront their own passivity, and that makes them uncomfortable. So instead, they take the easy route. They say it was all just chance. These people often feel quietly unsettled by your progress. They smile, they congratulate you. But in their words and their eyes, there's a coldness. It's as if your success hurts them. And sometimes that envy shows itself, not openly, but through little jokes, ironic comments, or sarcastic remarks like, "Well, look at you turning into a millionaire." But here's what you must remember. This is your hard work, your dedication, your growth, your persistence, your grit and willpower. Success never comes just from luck. Even luck chooses those who are ready. And you were ready, so the opportunity came. So if someone tries to belittle your success, know that it stems from their own discomfort, their unwillingness to face what they haven't achieved. Your worth isn't defined by their opinions, it's defined by your effort. Remember, not everyone will applaud you, but that doesn't diminish your success. It just reveals the envy hiding inside them. You achieved something, you moved up a step, and suddenly you notice that someone who used to talk to you comfortably, like a friend, has now secretly entered into a competition with you. Now, in every conversation, they highlight their own successes and try to show that they're achieving something at every opportunity. You take a step, they immediately try to take one too, and they do it in a very visible, almost performative way. This behavior often doesn't stem from a desire to surpass you, but from an inability to accept your success. To them, it becomes a matter of, "You succeeded, so now I must succeed too." Instead of treating you as a friend, they start seeing you as a competitor. Strangely enough, some people choose to worry about being left behind rather than celebrate their friends' achievements. Someone who once supported you, who used to listen to your ideas, now turns into someone trying to outshine you. And what's interesting is that this competition is often one you never asked for, never even noticed. You're just focused on your own life. But they secretly follow you, compare themselves to you, and try to outdo you. Sometimes this rivalry is so subtle and hidden that you might not even sense it directly. But their behavior changes. You achieve something, and they immediately talk about their own achievement. You finish a project, and they announce they've started something new. It might even feel like motivation at first. But don't forget, this is not sincere competition. It's envy in the form of rivalry. Remember this. Genuine people don't compete with you, they support you. They try to grow with you, not outrun you. But envious people, even when they surround you under the guise of support, see you as a rival deep down. They feel the need to outdo you and prove themselves. Because your success triggers a feeling of "I'm falling behind" in them. So if lately someone's been trying to mirror your every move, imitate you or outpace you, it's probably not a coincidence. It's a sign that the envy growing inside them is quietly turning against you. And this envy, disguised as competition, is meant to cast a shadow over your success. That is the third sign of hidden jealousy. The fourth sign is that they quietly take note of your failures. Those who act cold when you succeed somehow seem oddly relieved when you stumble. Maybe there's no smile on their face, but you can sense a kind of ease inside them. A silent "thank God it didn't work out this time." They don't say it out loud, but you feel it. When you reach a high point, they go silent. No congratulations, no joy, no sharing of your success. But the moment you have even the smallest setback, they quietly make a mental note of it. As if they're thinking, "See, I told you so." Some might even spread the word to others in whispers, subtly letting people know you messed up, without telling you directly. Their actions seem to say, "Look, they're not perfect after all. They can fail too." Sometimes these people approach you pretending to be well-meaning. You shouldn't aim too high. It can backfire. Or, "I didn't think it suited you, but hey, you gave it a shot." These aren't words of support. They're attempts to normalize your failure, to present it as expected, even justified. But in truth, there's only one thing happening inside them. The moment of satisfaction that envy craves. When you stumble, they feel peace. A true friend is there when you fall. They reach out to lift you up. But someone who harbors envy will feel, even briefly, a sense of satisfaction when you stumble. Because for them, this is the only chance to feel even slightly better than you. Instead of sharing your pain, they silently observe. And even if they don't say it out loud, deep down they think, They deserved it. Sometimes these people are the ones close to you, watching you, pretending to be well-intentioned. But they only show interest when you fall, only remember you when you lose. They're not fascinated by your ability to stand tall, they're intrigued by your downfall. And in those moments, you realize these people were never truly on the same path as you. They were just waiting for you to reach the top so they could watch you fall. The fifth sign is that envious people always see your life as some kind of competition. But you're not even participating in this race. You're just living your life. They copy your every move, compare every success, and wait for the smallest failure just to act against you because of it. You keep moving forward and they fall behind. But at some point, they suddenly try to jump ahead, sometimes even trying to provoke you just to grab your attention. But their goal isn't to surpass you or harm you directly. Their only goal is to feel better about themselves by comparing themselves to you. As you progress on your path, some people won't be able to accept your success. They will measure it against their own failures. But remember, you don't need to join anyone else's race. Life has its own rhythm. Everyone moves at their own pace and in their own time. Instead of competing, focus on growing, evolving, and walking your own path. Other people's reactions to your progress only reveal their internal discomfort. But you must keep going. The sixth sign is that they gossip about you behind your back. They smile to your face, act like your friend, but behind closed doors, they share their true thoughts about you. It might seem like harmless venting, but it's never innocent. In reality, this is envy in either a hidden or open form. What they say behind your back can range from small criticisms to outright slander. Even if you appear to them as a good friend, a colleague, or even a close companion, they say things you never hear, things you'd never expect. These people look for your flaws and weaknesses, but they'll never confront you directly. They smile to your face, but their jealousy toward your success and lifestyle drives them to speak behind your back. In their eyes, you're both attractive and threatening. Someone they want to be close to, yet someone they need to bring down to feel superior. This stems from their own dissatisfaction with their lives and how your achievements affect them emotionally. Your success, your presence, and even just your way of living trigger in them a constant feeling of, why do they have what I don't? They'll never imagine reaching your level, because what you show them doesn't make them feel how they want to feel. If you achieve a new status or gain a new success, they will try to minimize you behind your back. Not openly, not in front of others, but in their hearts and minds they want to bring you down. This kind of behavior is often the reaction of people who see themselves as inferior to you. Talking behind your back is a clear sign of the jealousy they feel toward you. To your face, they act friendly and warm, but behind you they say things like, they're not really that great. You just don't know them well enough. All that success? Probably just luck. Remember, when someone talks behind your back, it's simply an attempt to hide their inner discomfort and personal shortcomings, because the negative feelings they have toward you are ones they choose not to express directly, but only behind your back. The seventh sign is when envious people start to question your decisions. You take a new step in life, embark on a new path, make a choice, and suddenly everyone is watching. As you move forward, one question keeps coming up from all directions. Are you sure? It may seem like a simple question, but it carries a deeper meaning. It's not just curiosity. It's a subtle way of expressing discomfort with your courage and choices. Envious people monitor your every move, and every time you make a bold decision, they immediately cast doubt on it. Are you sure? They ask. But this question is rarely innocent concern. It reflects their own insecurities and inner turmoil. Your confidence, your independence, triggers the doubts and fears they carry within. In fact, this can be a form of manipulation. By questioning your choices, they're trying to feel more comfortable themselves. Because those who struggle to make decisions in their own lives often try to undermine the decisions of others. Your self-trust, your progress, is a threat to them because it highlights their lack of it. Sometimes these questions are aimed at testing your self-confidence. They try to feel better by making you doubt yourself, because to them, your calmness and clarity are intimidating. And often such questions lead you to overthink or doubt your own choices. But remember, your decisions are about your life. Every "are you sure?" directed at you is rooted in their fear of your growth and the discomfort they feel about being left behind. It all comes from a place of emotional turmoil, their inability to accept that what they lack in their life already exists in yours. Moving forward, taking bold steps, showing courage. These are yours and yours alone. When others try to question those moves, it only reveals their own anxieties and hidden longing for similar outcomes. The eighth sign, when you achieve success and share the news, some people say nothing. They don't celebrate with you, they don't congratulate you. You won't even see a smile on their face. Instead, they go silent. That silence is a hidden signal of their unease and jealousy. Your success hits them like a blow. It unsettles them, and all they can do is retreat into silence for a while. Some people accept your success in silence. You never asked for that reaction. But what you receive is a kind of coldness. They stay quiet because your rise makes them feel lower about themselves. This situation is hard for them because when they imagine themselves in your position, they're overwhelmed by the discomfort they feel toward you. Instead of congratulating you, they simply wait. Wait for that rise to reverse one day, for you to take a step back. This silence is in fact a subtle sign that they don't fully accept you, or they don't want to reveal the jealousy they feel. True friends or people who genuinely want the best for you will celebrate every success you achieve and congratulate you. But people filled with envy will show no emotional response when they see you succeed. They stay quiet not because they're calm, but because they don't want your success to put pressure on them. Their silence is a way of leaving you alone, of making your success seem unnoticed and insignificant. But in reality, this silence says a lot. It says this success isn't joyful for us. It's just temporary. They remain silent because of the fear and unease they feel about you. That silence hides a sense of competition or jealousy rooted deep in their hearts. When people don't congratulate you, or worse, say nothing at all, they're showing that they don't respect your progress. They choose not to celebrate with you because doing so would make them feel weak. Your success reminds them of their own lack of success, and that's why they hold back. In those moments, own your success. Don't regret it just because others don't acknowledge it. Sometimes silence is just a failed attempt at hiding emotions. Their silence only proves one thing: that your success and your self-belief deeply affect them. You achieve something new, you succeed at something, or maybe you're just making progress in life, and suddenly a few people show up trying to outshine you. They want to prove that they've done something better. This is a manifestation of the "I'm better than you" mentality. These people try to stand above your success, comparing themselves to you just to feel valuable. Most of the time, they're not even aware they're doing it. They carry a hidden sense of rivalry, and the more you progress, the more they compare themselves and try to come out on top. For example, you buy a new car, and they immediately say, "I bought a better model a few months ago." Or you start a new job, and they reply, "Back then I got an even better offer." They try to overshadow your success, because deep down they feel insecure and lack self-confidence. They'll never offer you genuine congratulations or support, because their only goal is to surpass you and present themselves as better than you. This is just one form of toxic competitiveness. They compare themselves to you constantly, and it bothers them because what you've achieved is something they haven't. When you're quiet, they feel safe being above you. But the moment you succeed, they get uncomfortable. They feel forced to compare. They always want to stay one step ahead. So they automatically oppose or downplay anything you accomplish. But this kind of competition is not healthy. It's simply a reflection of jealousy and the desire to feel superior to others. You're moving forward on your own path, but they're always trying to stay one step ahead. In reality, This behavior is just a way for them to hide their own insecurities and self-doubt. Remember, your success and progress in life do not depend on how others react to them. No matter how much they try to overshadow your achievements with something new, you must keep going on your path. Their efforts only reveal their inner discomfort and their attempt to avoid recognizing the positive changes in your life. This is the 9th signal. The 10th signal is when they constantly remind you of your past. As you move forward in life and achieve new successes, some people try to hold you back by dragging up your past. They repeatedly bring up your old mistakes, struggles, failures, or anything you once did wrong. It's as if they believe you haven't earned the right to move on. As if they have the authority to always remind you of who you used to be. No matter how far you've come, they keep trying to bring your past back into the picture. This behavior is just another sign of their jealousy and their desire to keep you in the same place. By constantly bringing up your past mistakes, they try to create pressure and keep you stuck. They want you to repeat your old errors, to return to who you once were, but you're not that person anymore. Your past is behind you, and you've worked hard with determination to grow, evolve, and become better. Yet some people struggle to accept your growth. To them, reminding you of your past is a tool, a way to minimize your achievements and mask their own sense of competition. They want to prove that because of what you did back then, you still don't deserve what you have now. This is a flawed mindset. Personal growth and change do not need to be explained or justified to anyone. Everyone has a past, but it should never be a barrier to the future. Your success and progress have nothing to do with your past. Everyone makes mistakes, but those mistakes should no longer define who you are. They struggle to see your future potential, because in their eyes you should still be the person you were before. But you are now stronger, wiser, and you've consciously chosen to take your life in a new direction. Never forget, no matter how many lessons your past has taught you, it's over. You're walking a new path now. Your past may have shaped you, but it does not get to decide your future. And when it comes to these people, you must stay focused on your growth and leave the past where it belongs, behind you. Finally, the 11th signal is when people see your success but still don't give you the recognition you deserve. As you begin to accomplish things in life, with every new achievement, people grow even quieter around you. No matter how well you do, they refuse to acknowledge your success or effort. This can be disappointing because instead of support, all you receive is silence or indifference. They consistently value you less than you deserve. They show no reaction to your accomplishments, and in doing so, they deny you the appreciation and recognition you've earned. The core reason behind this behavior is their discomfort and jealousy. They struggle to accept your progress because it makes them feel inadequate. Your growth and achievements trigger their own insecurities and self-doubt. So they choose to ignore your success, because not congratulating you makes them feel more in control. If they were to give you the recognition you deserve, they'd be forced to question their own worth. To them, your success means you're reaching places they haven't, and instead of celebrating that, they withdraw. These people often come off as cold or indifferent. Sometimes they might even show signs of impatience or hesitation toward you. By ignoring your success, they try to ease their own feelings of inadequacy. In reality, this is just their way of masking the emptiness and envy they carry inside. They fear facing their own emotions and insecurities, so they choose not to acknowledge your value. Often, when you begin to show your success or make significant changes in your life, these people go silent. They act as if your achievements don't exist, and this silence can feel like disrespect. But the real reason is their subconscious discomfort and resistance to accepting your worth. Never lose confidence in yourself, and never define your value by how others react to your success. Because you are already someone who is progressing, growing and proving yourself. Their silence or indifference is nothing but a reflection of their inner struggles and jealousy. Even when they don't give you the recognition you deserve, you know your own worth. and you feel your success. Remember this: people only get jealous when you shine. That means you're truly on the right path. Let your success break their silence. Keep shining. Their envy is proof of your power. Thank you for watching until the end. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share your thoughts in the comments. See you again soon.